What's good, everyone? This is Artist of Truth coming to you with another vlog entry. And today is Wednesday. Wednesday morning. Early Wednesday morning. Just after midnight. But, look. I was, while in the bed, I was scrolling through Instagram. And what did I come across? I came across a video, a clip of a Netflix series introducing trans character in kids, in the kids show called Babysitter's Club. All right. Now, mind you, if your kids are watching that and you haven't had the opportunity to even talk about that with your own children, first and foremost, the Babysitters Club just needs to be done away with. Whoever came up with that narrative and whatnot, they need to be fired. Just simple as that. Because trans character in kids now. Because this isn't anything but some grown ass pedophilia, some pedophile adults. Just plain and simple. Whether it's a male or female, it's just some pedophiles in the Babysitter's Club. Just fucking around with little kids. And then you want to introduce trans character to kids. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, give a child the opportunity to grow into him being a man. Let a child grow into the opportunity of being a little girl growing into a woman. Because right now, these kids don't know nothing about transgender having an operation to remove their reproductive organs. Pedophiles introduce those, that type of demonic behavior, in which, me personally, I feel pedophiles need to have their damn throat slit and their bodies should just be discarded into a fucking volcano. That shit is just disgusting. You're talking about kids, people. You're talking about kids. Now, mind you, everything, informative information and truth can be uploaded on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And you know what? They have a tendency of taking that shit right off. You got the fact checkers coming up. They have a tendency to take that shit off. But you telling me you showing a goddamn clip. Netflix, most definitely, the owner of Netflix needs to be slapped in his fucking mouth with a brick. Male or female. They just need to be slapped in their mouth with a brick and bashed across their fucking skull. Because you fucking around with kids. You fucking pedophiles. trans character kids. Man, ain't nobody doing this fuck shit but these pedophile adults. Pedophile adults. I don't know about y'all, but kids don't know shit about they don't know shit about trans characters. Who comes up with this shit? Adults. Adults that really need a bullet to the side of their fucking skull. Just blow their fucking brains out. There ain't no fucking rehabilitating whatsoever. You fucking around with kids. You fucking around with kids. I'm like, shit, you got motherfuckers who are pedophiles. It's like you got celebrities who are pedophiles fucking around with kids. And you telling me these bastards still moving around here? Motherfucker hadn't put these motherfuckers in the goddamn dirt yet? Look here. You may feel like I'm tripping. You know, let kids be kids. I was like, hell, when I was a kid, I ain't know shit about trans character. What the fuck? When I was a kid, I did nothing but go to school, come home, and go outside and play in the backyard. I mean, that's all I did as a kid until my mom introduced me to responsibilities that any young adult should take on. Never ever did that conversation about transsexuals come up. They didn't teach us that bullshit in school. Why? Why do you think they didn't teach us that shit in school? Let me tell you why. Because that shit was not relevant at all. You know, I hear motherfuckers out here talking about, well, my son wants to be a little girl. He wants to be a little girl. Yeah, because you failed at teaching him how to be proud in his own skin. You failed. It's not that the kids know something about this shit. It's like, come on now. And y'all just gonna put that shit right out there in front of them. But you don't, look. I tell you one better. You put bullshit out in front of children. So it gives you the window of opportunity for you as a pedophile to slip in and prey on them. All I'm saying is, I wish a motherfucker pedophile would try and prey on my kid. Y'all won't see that pedophile at all. Nothing. Period. At all. Motherfuckers, they'll be looking for his ass like, whatever happened to such? Y'all ain't gonna know. At all. And if y'all think y'all can just use this as evidence, shit. You got another motherfucking thing coming. This shit is disgusting. You know, I'm like, so this is the society that we're dealing with. This is the society that we're dealing with. The motherfuckers who are out here putting that type of message out to manipulate the minds of young children, Babysitters Club. Now, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if that's part of Disney or what. But if it is, I don't know about y'all. But y'all need to just remove the Disney Channel completely out of your children's routine. Remove it. Because you know what they're doing? Netflix, Babysitter's Club, Disney Channel, you know what they're doing? They're under the radar manipulating your child into questioning his or herself. Now I get it. You know, you gotta, I've seen videos where a mother, father ain't even around, so you already know he probably wasn't on that bullshit anyway. But a single mother was dressing her son up like a girl. I'm just like, look here. You setting your child up for a whole heap of shit. Now it's one thing to be bullied just being yourself. But then, oh, just because your child listening to your ignorant ass about, oh no, it's okay, you're not a little boy, you a girl. Even though, yeah, you came out of the womb as a boy, you are a little girl. Just, just trying to do away with just trying to emasculate every young male. And my thing is that if every young male gets emasculated, who the fuck gonna stand up for these daggone girls growing up now? Nobody. Nobody. Let me repeat that. For the Negroes in the back. Nobody. Period. And, you don't like what I said. Hey, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop me from saying what needs to be said. Because everybody, it's like, what the fuck? This society, I ain't gonna lie, this society is really and truly going to hell. If there is a hell, look, it's going to the shithole. If it ain't almost there, like right there on the lip. Only thing it needs a little nudge, and then bloop, right in the toilet with the shit. Look, that shit is nasty. It is you setting children up for more attacks. I just don't get that. I'm like, what in the fuck are these goddamn so-called males and females? I'm like, what are they thinking? Oh, I get it. They're not thinking. They're just exercising their pedophilia behavior. We see it, we see the shit, we see the shit in Hollywood. Hollywood, we see this shit. Epstein had a fucking list of a lot of fucking celebrities. Your favorite celebrity in there too. Mine is as well. I was just like, motherfucker. Anybody associating with Epstein or Harvey Weinstein, to me personally, you a pedophile. Period. You're a fucking pedophile. That's a goddamn shame. Netflix, you shot out. You shot out. But I will say this much. Motherfuckers need to start canceling their fucking subscription with Netflix. Period. Cancel that shit. The Babysitter's Club, Disney Channel, cancel that shit. Let your cable provider know I do not want that pedophilia channel that you call Disney. I don't want that goddamn shit around my kid. And one of these old don't know what they want to do with their life. They don't want to fool around with another adult. They want to mess around with your child. But the first time you blow their fucking brains out of their fucking skull, they want to look at you and be like, no, you can't do, bitch, don't tell me what I can or cannot do. I was like, this is my child. I will put you in the fucking dirt behind my kid. And I agree, anyone else would probably feel the same exact way. But those of you who own this bullshit about, oh, my son's a girl and my daughter's a boy, you setting your child up for failure. You might not, you know what? You might not even see it because you're too closed-minded. So let me just pry your brain open and explain to you. First and foremost, most of the kids going to school, they are bullied. Hell, I was bullied at one point until I picked up a doggone tree branch and smacked the shit out of a motherfucker. And everybody backed up off me. But it's even heavier. I can just imagine you being bullied, and then they like, wait a minute. I thought that was a boy. What? That's not. Oh, he is a boy, but he want to be a girl. Oh, then that's when you're gonna start discovering a lot of trans kids start committing suicide. Thank you to those bogus ass, stupid ass, shallow-minded parents. You know, I couldn't believe that shit. And then I turned around and I saw a photo on Instagram with Dwayne Wade, his son, wearing tights, dressed up like a teenage girl, with looking like Goro from Mortal Kombat, balled around the sides, and this up here like a purple or lavender, and it was just braided or something like that, and it was just, and then you know who was right next to him? Gabrielle Union. Yeah. And she up there cheesing and shit. I don't know about y'all. I have no respect for Gabrielle Union as it pertains in that sense. It's like, what? What? I can't even respect you. I mean, in that sense, I have to put Gabrielle Union with Okra Coonfree. Because both of them, they'll sell a nigga right up the river. Okra Coonfree, she done did the shit. Gabrielle, she doing it with Dwayne, with Dwayne's son. Like, and the mama ain't saying shit about it. Shit, I don't know. And I know what people are gonna say. Why does it bother you? I was like, well, let me explain to you why it bothers me. Because 9 times out of 10, my child is going to run in to a child like that. And you know what most kids will do? They have a tendency, they will, easily persuade another child into following the same bullshit narrative that they got from their dumbass parents. And I mean, again, to me, that's just a setup for pedophiles to just start preying on children. We got that, we have that issue right now where pedophiles are, they are damn near all over the place. But I will say this much. Come around my kid, you go bye-bye. Nobody ain't gonna find you. They ain't gonna find not even a hair. Thorough. They ain't gonna find nothing. They gonna be like, look, that motherfucker just disappeared off the face of the planet. Like, so just said, bye, bitch. You, wherever you gone, you stay there. But now, don't get me wrong. I'm not, I'm not a religious individual. I'm not. But I am spiritual. And one thing that doesn't even it doesn't sound right, it doesn't feel right at all. And any real genuine woman would say the same thing. I'm like, nah, leave these kids alone. These kids are just what they are. They're children. Their minds haven't even fully developed yet. A lot of these kids, they can't even make, they can't even make a decision in what they want to eat, what type of shoes they want, what kind of clothes they want to wear before they go to school. They go outside. They don't know where the hell they want to go. They haven't fully developed yet. But the individuals who have a fully developmented mindset are influencing these young children. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's leave folks children alone. If you see your child watching the Babysitter's Club, politely escort that child away from that television and sit down with them and ask them. It was like, how would you feel about having your reproductive organs just surgically removed from your body? How do you feel about that? And watch the child's facial expression. Like, they don't know what the fuck that shit is. They don't know anything about a lot of these things. They don't know anything about it. I mean, shit. There's not a girl that has came out of her mother's womb and then by the time she turned 6 years old, she was like, I want to be a boy. Things have to be influenced. A lot of these things have to be influenced. Now, mind you, when you become an adult, not 18, not 21, go up a little higher in age. Now, when you get to a certain age, hey, you can make decisions for yourself. You can pay your own bills. Then, hey, if you want to, if you want to be a dickhead, you can be that. If you want to be a, you want to be a slut and you want to take part in the slut walk, you can be that. We live in a society where they tell you you can be whatever you want to be. But that's one thing they don't teach you about being. And that's a free thinker. They'll put all this other nonsense on TV. They'll have individuals come into the school teaching about irrelevant shit every single day, manipulating our children's minds to be to be controlled, to be taken advantage of. I don't know about y'all, but that shit is so fucking disturbing to me. And I felt it was a very, very important thing to talk about. Again, leave children alone. Protect your children. See to it that your children understand the difference between right and wrong. If your child hasn't came out and said anything about trans characters and shit on TV, you better get them before that television does. Explain to them. No, that's not God's, that's not God's way. It's not. See, right now we live in a society where you got motherfuckers, they want to play God. They want to, you know, they want to vaccinate everybody. They want to kill off the elders and do all this other shit. They want to play God. You know, they want to kidnap someone, remove their organs, harvest their organs, sell them on the black market. These individuals want to play God. And then you wonder why society is so fucked up. You wonder why society is so fucked up? Let me tell you why society is so fucked up. Because you got bastards like that running around here, manipulating people who obviously, even adults, not just children, but even adults, who can't even think for themselves. Motherfucker would come out and say, what's wrong with Netflix introducing a trans character in a kids show called Babysitter's Club? That is where you bust a motherfucker in their fucking mouth. It's like, what? You know what? Take your pedophile loving ass out of my house. And if you don't hurry up and leave, I'm getting the strap. Period. Get your demonic, dented, demented ass out of here. It's like, damn. That. Look, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Black folks ain't. I mean, we got our hands, but we ain't never came out with no shit like that. I understand, you know, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that are learned behavior. I believe in that. You know, violence against our own people, learned behaviors. You know, this right here. Hide your kids. David Chappelle said, hide your kids. And that's what you got to do. You have to take control of your child's mind and instill what's right, what's wrong. Know the difference between something that feels good and it comes naturally, and notice something that if it doesn't feel right here, don't do it. Oh my God. But yeah, that's just my 28-minute rant. Doesn't change, it won't change. But, you know, keep in mind, your joy and happiness belong solely unto you. Don't let undesirable individuals take your joy and happiness. Don't. So in the meantime, in between time, please cover your children. Be mindful of what your children are watching on their tablets, on their cell phones, on television. Be mindful of what your kids are watching. Because if not, somebody just might snatch your child or be messing around with your child. But love y'all. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Talk with you soon.